Even though I look kind of spooky in this lighting, this isn't really a spooky poem. It's called Finesse. I wrote this one maybe 4 or 5 years ago. It's from my pop. Finesse, September 25th, 2017. It's taken me days to get to this point, to symbolize one word's relevance. This blister on my thumb makes me think of the trenches that held more of a purpose to be dug early those Saturday mornings. To reevaluate one's resilience with an elevated standard that begins finesse. I remember with patience he watched my struggle to clear the earth still compacted. To stop and take a few breaths, lean against my shovel, I'd hear, "Let the tool do the work. Only takes a little finesse." I'd try for a second, then I'd return to clear the same way. I never understood what he had meant. I take advantage when I break up the settled soil and pile the loose to the side. To the roots and the sticks that have made their place, though they should not make me want to change my methods. Brute force and a technical effort will come to the same conclusion, but one will leave me space and the focus to move on clearing. Let the tool do the work. Let the tool do the work. Finesse, or its depriving counterpart. A shovel, a patch of earth, a goal to be realized. One day I'll understand what Pops really meant with the tools I have to work with. I remember when I was in Argentina and a friend of mine was sick and we went to the hospital and we had like an hour and a half wait or a 2-hour wait. And earlier that day, or in that time, we had helped this woman with her landscaping, like clearing her yard, cortando el pasto, and la shushu. But anyways, I remember, well, when I set myself to work, I'm typically flooded with these memories of working with my dad, and we do a lot of digging, or like we do like irrigation ditches or sprinklers or I don't know, trenches for whatever. But this was an experience that I had with my dad, and he'd always say, "Yeah, let the tool do the work. It only takes a little finesse." And finesse is always the joke, like, "Oh, just finesse it." And it's a struggle, but just finesse it. And that's the thing about him, like he'd do these really crazy laborious processes, but he'd do them all day. And that was what I learned in this scenario, in this setting with my father, that letting the tools do the work. You can either exert yourself and burn out, or you can be steady and strong and consistent, finessing your situation and utilizing the tools that you have to accomplish what you need to do. Yeah, that's one of the lessons that I learned from my dad. And yeah, finesse it, people. Finesse.